Hey everyone, welcome back. You might be able to hear. Listen. Oh yeah, it's raining where I'm at today in Southern Oregon. And this is a Chevy Express. So if you drive a Chevy Express or any other kind of van with the metal roof, you're gonna know how the rain is very loud in here. But honestly, I'm grateful. I like it. I like the sound on of a metal roof of a house or a van. Hopefully you guys don't mind and it's not too bad for y'all, but yeah, just wanted to make another video with you and check in, send you all some positivity, some love. Hope all of you are doing well and hope everything's going good. Well, according to the Gregorian calendar, today's the last day of January, and I don't know about you all, but I mean, I had a great January for the most part. Health, wealth, abundance. It was great. You know, working hard. It's paying off. And I'm feeling good. Hope all of you are feeling good. Let me know down below how January went for you. And you know, this video is kind of just gonna be me talking, doing maybe like a little recap of the month and just kind of venting, talking. Want to try that instead of, because typically what I've been doing is like topic per video or like a rough topic that I'm gonna speak on. And I almost went in that direction, but I said, you know what? Let me just go ahead and talk to y'all for a minute, you know, like we're having a conversation in the same room. Because if you're anything like me or your experience is similar to mine, and then you'll know that I'm just wiping the steering wheel. I was oil pulling this morning and some coconut water. I kind of coughed and spit some coconut water on the steering wheel. Which happens sometimes when you're oil pulling and with a lot of oil. But yeah, if you're anything like me, then you might not have a whole lot of like really close friends where you can talk about anything and just really put yourself out there, put your deep thoughts out in the open and have that back and forth, that dialogue where you're listening to each other. So I kind of want to be that for you today, and I'm going to do more videos like this, like one-on-one where we're having a conversation. But yeah, so for me, you know, I don't have a whole ton of friends where we can just sit and talk about anything and everything. You know, at some point there's like a limit at some point, and if you have the same experience, let me know down in the comments, or you don't have to, but I like to know. Pretty much with anybody in my life, whether it's my female partner or it's a friend or work colleague, you know, stranger, there's always a limit to basically where the conversation can go. There's always like a cap, like there's a stopping point. And I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that, but I have experienced that a lot, where you just know where that conversation cannot go, where it can go and where it can't go. So, you know, some people it might be diet. You know, maybe some people you can't even bring up diet, you can't bring up GMO, you can't bring up, you know, food dyes or whatever, because they just, in their reality, it doesn't exist. In their reality, it's not a thing. You know, which, speaking of non-GMO, check this out. That's right, juice. You can see it separating, or how it did. I like to tip it, not really shake it. I mean, you could, but just for me, I like to just kind of tip it to get it mixed up again. And this is what I do. This is what I this is what I do for lunch. Basically just, I mean, I'm outside of Harbor Freight right now. After this video, I'm gonna go in there and look at some tools, maybe get something for a project I'm doing. But yeah, I basically fast all day until dinner and try to be raw till 4. And I'll, let me know if you want me to make a video on that, or I'll just make a video on that. You know what? Man, this video is turning out to be great already. Just for me, just for my own, experience of making it. And I hope you guys are all enjoying it too. But basically, so my partner, she gave me this book. She got one too because I encouraged her to get one because she's a little bit forgetful sometimes. So I said, hey, why don't you get a notebook, carry it around with you, and then write down like what you got to do or something when thoughts come to you, ideas, business ideas, inspirations, creativity. Which I'm going to make a whole video on this, but I just wanted to write down while it's still fresh on my mind to make a video about raw till 4. Raw till 4. And one-on-one conversation, which I'm going to say convo. So, that's just something which I'll make a video on this book in and of itself and how it got inspired. Which, let me write that down. See, I'm getting ideas. The Most High flowing through me to you guys. So, I love you all so much. I love the Most High. All praises to Him. All right, sorry about that. So I'm done with that. I just wanted to write those down and take a swig of this juice. See, I just shook it there. I told you not to shake it, and I shook it. You already know what it is. Get you some juice. That's what life's about. Life's about juice, man. Life's about, there's a saying, is the juice worth the squeeze? And it's like, you got to find that out for yourself. This definitely was. It took me about 2 hours to make all these different jars, which there's only 3 big jars, but yeah, you're talking about buying the fruit, veggies, prepping them, washing them, cutting them, and then juicing them, and then cleaning the juicer. Roughly about 2 hours. So yeah, I know I'm kind of all over the place. Like I said, this is just going to be kind of one of those videos where I'm just talking to you, like we're talking to face to face in person. And yeah, feel free to make a response video too. If you're at that place where you're ready to make a video, or you feel inspired, please do. Make a video and tag me in it, or send it to me directly. But yeah, so I feel kind of like I should go back to that whole conversation limit thing. So with some people, there's limits, and I almost feel like there shouldn't be. I understand how there is, but if you're like me, I like to find out where that limit is. And in a good way, not in a disrespectful way, like in a good way where I start unveiling thoughts about myself and in my mind and my experience and conspiracies or whatever you want to call them, ideas in a conversation until somebody like flat out denies it or just blocks it, and then that's where I know, okay, that's kind of where it is, and for me, that's fun. Like, if you're, I don't know, if anyone else, let me know in the comments. Are you getting what I'm saying? Where that's fun to you, where you're like, you know what? Let me just say something, like, I believe this, or from my perspective, this makes sense to me. And then somebody just completely says, nah, that's dumb, or nah, there's no way. And it's like, dude, you were taught that in school. Like, you don't believe it because you were taught it in school. And, for my journey, after you get out of school, it's like you have to unlearn everything that wasn't beneficial to you. At least that's kind of what I've been doing. I feel like we're taught all this stuff in school to kind of program us, and it helps make us functional in a sense, where we're functional in the world and we can interact with other people. I think socialization is a big thing about public school, but as far as the curriculum, I think a lot of it is just so that we think we know something about something, so that we think we know what really happened. And if you're a deep diver, shout out Infinite Water, Ralph Smart, love him, love you, brother. But yeah, if you're anything like us and you're a deep diver and you really critically think about things, then at some point you're going to uncover information that conflicts with what you were taught in school. And then you're either gonna follow that or you're gonna deny it and block it. And I've chosen to follow a lot of those things and follow down the road, down the rabbit hole, and kind of learn. And when you try to talk to people who haven't started that journey or have actively stopped and declined going through that, then that's kind of where the limit is. And there's a saying, I think it's by Shakespeare, it might have been by somebody else, but basically it's there are those who see when they're shown, and there are those who simply don't see. And I found that ring true a lot in my life with people and these conversation examples I'm talking about, where some people, they're already hip, they already know. Some people, you tell them and they're intrigued and they want to know, and then they that inspires something within them to go down their own journey. And others you talk to and they just simply don't. There's sayings in the internet world of like a bot, NPC, whatever you want to call it, where they're just not really critically thinking. They're not thinking about stuff. They're just kind of doing whatever the TV tells them, or now with the internet, doing whatever social media tells them. And kind of back to my original comment was, if you're having a similar experience to me, you don't have just like a whole phone book full of people you can call that you can have an amazing, deep, life-changing conversation with at any time. And I want to be that for you, if possible. And let me know down in the comments if you resonate and if you like that, or like I said in some of my other videos, if you have constructive criticism, you've got tips, like say for instance you're not feeling the vertical videos, let me know. I figured the vertical videos might be a little bit more casual for just talking, and or something else. If you don't like the van setting so much, like I did a video on the beach yesterday when I was at the coast, and I did a video in the kitchen juicing and in my backyard. I'm trying to mix it up a bit. I do have plans to get a camera and like this little camera so I can be out and about doing videos as well. Not like this is gonna be some crazy adventure channel right now, but just to give you guys more to watch. If you're watching, if you're listening, great. God bless you and thank you so much. Because I know for me, I watch a lot of videos where people just like this, they're just talking, letting consciousness flow through them, expressing their thoughts, their gratitude for life, and dropping gems, dropping little nuggets of gold information. You can hear the rain again. But yeah, for me, January was was a great month so far. And I think every day for the rest of my life is going to be amazing, no matter what happens, because I'm getting more and more in alignment with the Most High and the divine timing of everything. And something that's helped me with that is, my morning routine, as well as praying a lot. Like, I pray a lot, like throughout the day before, I have a lot of rough calls where I'm like, oh, this is going to be a rough call. And I say, Dear Heavenly Father, please guide me and bless me with the strength and the knowledge to get through this so that I can help these people and so that I can become smarter as a technician and as a man. And every time God comes through, every single time. So yeah, that's just a little tip there. I like to do it through, while I'm driving, while I'm working, when something great happens, when something negative happens. I thank God for everything, because everything is in divine timing. There's a greater plan that we don't always see from our perspective, but it's in the works constantly. Well, let me know down below if you resonate, or if you've got anything you want to share. I want this to be interactive, and I want you guys to, well, you all, not just the guys, but you all to feel like you've got a friend. Feel like you've met someone who's a part of your spiritual tribe, as I like to say. Because I know for me, it's like some of the YouTubers I watch, I'll never meet them, and I don't comment all that much, or, whatever, but I feel close with them because I resonate, and because I'm grateful and appreciative of being connected to their videos and their energy, because it's all energy. And yeah, I'm focusing more and more on just surrendering to God and allowing whatever happens. And, still working hard, still having goals, still being healthy and trying to do the right things, but at the same time realizing that life isn't perfect in the way that we've been told. And that everything happens at the right time. And mistakes happen, or whatever you want to call it, Things happen, and I'm learning to let go of that more. I'm learning to, breathe deeply. If I make a mistake, or I make a bad decision, or however you want to phrase it, spin it, it's all for my greater good. It's all for your greater good. If you're going through that, if you've made bad decisions, if you've wasted so many years doing something, at any moment you can trust the Holy Spirit, you can trust God, and completely pivot, change your direction, and move in alignment with what is and what will be. And I'm very grateful. So yeah, I think I'm going to end the video on that note. I'm going to go in here to Harbor Freight, look at some tools, and yeah, get back to work, help some more people. And yeah, let me know down below also if you kind of want more videos about appliance repair and kind of a day in the life, or point of view, because that's an idea I have, is like point of view shots of appliance repair and stuff like that, because I feel like I could help people in that way as well, helping them learn how to work on their appliances and fix them, and just some interesting stuff. So peace, love, unity, respect, blessings to all of you. One love. Have a great day. See you all in the next one. Goodbye.